Okay, this one's interesting. It's kind of boring, but I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm going to try and have a look and see. So wondering if we're going full colour or are we're going full colour first. See if we can turn this into, I don't know how big we're going to make this one. So a little bit of contrast. Going a little bit, no, we can't go too dark. We don't want to make it so dark. Oh, fuck, what have I done? I'm going to leave it in the middle, fuck it. And the colour balance. Going to take out, actually we've got to leave the black. The black's got to stay. So the cyan, actually I'm thinking we're just going to keep them all at 0. But maybe the yellow and the magenta can go up. Right, now I had this, I've got to get this original out. So this is, I'll just put it in the middle a bit more, just a little bit fiddly here. This is a KFC refresher kit, and you got a spoon. This is a bit wasteful for the environment because I didn't have to use this with my chips. And why do I get a spoon when I basically had a packet of chips? It's really, the world's gone mad on plastic. Even I can't avoid using it too much. It's not an easy thing to give up in this plasticky world, but I thought I'd make some use of it for a change. After all, you know, it's just going to end up in the waste, so I might as well give it something, might as well make some use of it, even though it's a fucking messy world we live in. Terrible. I'm sure even when I was a little baby, not a baby, but a kid, and I was watching Sesame Street, well, when I was watching Sesame Street, they had, I'm sure they had a segment which talked about littering. Now, littering is just the beginning of trying to be ecologically sound, but littering is not the only problem. We've got problems from industry, like through electronic waste disposal methods that are really poor. So there's a lot of problems in this world with e-waste, and e-waste is one of the yuckiest things that has to be disposed of, and it's not being disposed of properly. It's a lot worse. But then plastic, if it ends up in your drains, could end up in the ocean, and the sea creatures and the birds can have a plastic meal, literally, and basically end up dying, suffering and then dying. Some catastrophic illnesses because you just got a fucking tummy full of plastic instead of a tummy full of fish. They're supposed to eat fish, not fucking plastic, but they often can't tell the difference between plastic and edible items like fish. So they scoff down these plastics, and I've seen pictures of a picture of a bird which was rotting, and the plastic was full, his tummy was full of plastic. And I've seen cut open guts of birds full of plastic once again. I just wish this plastic shit would end. Now, we've made this too big. I don't know what the fuck I did. I did the wrong thing. Colours look good. We're trying to make something useful out of this. Now, we're meant to make the vertical 390, not the horizontal. So it's easy to fuck up when you're talking important shit. So I'm going to make this one 390, going again. This is not an easy one, but I just wish that there was less plastic, that maybe these maybe straws. I think straws can be made out of paper. I think I heard about paper straws because they're thinking of banning straws. I don't know if it's across Australia or in New South Wales, but they're trying to ban plastic drinking straws for obvious reasons. Now that's an interesting one. I think we just have to push it up a bit, but that's really strange. You see what you can do with XY zoom. It's very funny. It's very strange looking. So we're just going to move this up to the top. The edge of the plastic's going to touch the top. Hopefully that'll look a lot better. So we're just going to put that down. Maybe I should keep this pack because I might be able to... sometimes I do need a spoon, but unfortunately I bought a whole bag of plastic spoons because I need them to eat some ice cream while I'm out in public. So even though that's not a very good habit either, I just wish I didn't feel the need to use this shit. Now the straw is out of position. I'm wondering if we can do something more interesting with this. I'm wondering if we can. We might make this into a two-way mirror image for something interesting. So we're just going to get rid of that. The straw's been cut off. So I'm wondering if we're going to make it two-way. We're going to make a mirror image of that. So we've decided not to have... shit, this is silly. I don't know if this is going to look any good. On. Okay, close. But yeah, I do hope one day there'll be solutions to the plastic problem and that a person like me can live more ecologically. It's not easy. Oh, fuck, the original size. The original size just got triggered. So I'm wondering if... Shit, what are we going to do with this? We might make that into a fucking master copy and we're just going to enlarge it along there. So we're just going to take our original off the glass. So this has spawned an idea. So we're just going to get rid of our... I've got to put them in I've got to use those items. I don't want to waste the fucking plastic if I can avoid it. So wondering if this is going to be just A5 and 100 vertically and A5 horizontally. So we're going to make this into something a lot more interesting. Now, we just made an error, but that's okay. Well, I wasn't to know. It's hard to tell when the machine's going to spit the dummy and spit out a shitty thing, but this shit has worked. Sometimes happy accidents do happen, and they're really good. They're really, really good. Now, we're going to go back to our first idea, and that is to make a two-colour job. We're going to start with yellow, but we're still going to use red. I'm wondering if we're just going to go here and just change a few things around to make it more suitable. So we're going with a little bit more contrast, copy density. We're going to... I don't know what to do with this. We're just leaving it in the centre. I think that's good enough. So let's have a go and see what happens. Finish and then start. This is another prolongated demo. So let's see if we've made this one. Now that looks interesting. It looks fuzzy and you can't make out what the fuck it is, but that's alright because it's meant to be abstract. So we're just going to put that there and we're going to just... And we're just going to go here and we're going to go to red. Red's going to look similar in colour wise, but it's not going to be the same finish as, pardon the pun, I just hit the finish key when I said finish. Haha. But anyway, see how it goes. So sometimes when we make errors, or even, I don't know about mistakes, but errors, well basically, sometimes good things can happen. So happy accident. So that was a happy accident that just spawned an idea. So there are those two. I'm just going to move the other ones away, and we're just going to print off the cool colours in mirror image. So we're going to start with black and green, and we're going to just head over to the mirror image button. It's still on. We actually printed this in mirror image for some reason, even though, so these first ones are mirrors and these other ones are non-mirrors. Isn't that funny how that sometimes happens? Another happy. Oh, I don't know if it's really made a difference. It might have. So let's see how this goes. But it's different. Normally I print the non-mirrored images first, so it's really a different way of working. So we've got this mirror image, and we're just gonna, it's actually a non-mirror image. These are the mirror images, the hot colours, and this time the cold colours are going to be non-mirrored, just normal standard images. And we've just got one more to go. So we're going to go black and blue. Okay. It's amazing how this worked out. This is going to be a very long demo, but it's going to be worth it. Making something more interesting, which otherwise it wouldn't have happened if I had not have had that little problem with the original size auto detect. So the auto detect in this case gave me something good to work from. So let's see how this one looks. So we're just gently pushing it into place. I think we did nudge the yellow one out of position, and again we're nudging away when we don't want to nudge, if we can avoid it. We just have to be careful if we can. It's not always easy being careful, trying to arrange things neatly and tidily in the way that you want them to be done. So just slightly moving them. I think that's good enough. But now we have a pattern. That is really interesting. So hopefully, yeah, an X looks like it looks like an X, like a Xerox, but this is a Konica Minolta. Ha ha! Oh fuck! I just hit the stupid exposure. I hate it when I do that. Gotta go.